Welcome back on our live coverage of the March 18 gubernatorial election across Nigeria. Well, we just told you that Ahmad Aliyu of the All Progressive Congress has just emerged the governor-elect of Sokoto State, beating off stiff competition from the likes of Said Umaru of the PDP and Umaru Dahiru of the NNPP. We also gave you updates from Enugu, where our correspondent told us that there are issues concerning party agents who are opposed to the election result in that part of the country. We'll be talking about that as well in the studio tonight. But we've got updates from Kaduna State, where we understand that the collation process has been moved to Monday morning. Our correspondent, Femi Akande, is standing by live from Kaduna to give us more updates. Femi, what more do you have to tell us?
Yes, indeed, Promise. Collation for today has ended. So far, results from 19 local governments have been announced out of 23 local governments here in Kaduna State. We're still expecting results from Birnin Gwari, Gudan, Lere local government, and Kachia local government. But you know, these local governments are very far from the state capital, with Birnin Gwari local government being the farthest from Kaduna State capital, and also the terrain from Birnin Gwari to the state capital is also not very good, and that is why the returning officer here had to make that consideration to put the resumption of collation at midday tomorrow, you know. But for now, all eyes is on the INEC State Collation Center here. People in Kaduna State are waiting with bated breath. They want to know, they are eager to know the outcome of this governorship election. But, you know, a watched pot never boils, and, you know, good things comes to those that wait, so they will still have to wait a little longer. Midday tomorrow, collation will start. We do not know when it will end, but we believe by midday tomorrow, these 4 local governments are being awaited would have arrived, and then our collation will start. And let's say maybe about later in the afternoon, Kaduna State will know who has emerged winner of the governorship election. Promise.
All right, it's apparent that Monday will be a very busy day for you there in Kaduna, Femi. But like Mia reported from his location a couple of minutes ago, has there been any form of disparity or argument over results that have been collated so far in Kaduna?
Well, interestingly, it's been very quiet here from the party agents, you know, when these results are announced, and the returning officer will ask if there is any objection to what has been announced, and everyone seems to be in agreement with the results coming from the local government. There, for now, there hasn't been any issues, apart from what we're hearing about issues of cancellation of results due to overvoting, violence, and all of that. And also in a particular local government, Kaura local government, it was reported that an electoral officer was hit on the head with a machete. He got a deep cut, but they were able to stabilize him and take him to the hospital. That incident was also reported to the police and also recorded on the incident form of the Independent National Electoral Commission. You know, that result from that particular polling unit was cancelled because of violence. So apart from all of these, there has not been any major issue. The agents of the political parties, well, they have been in total agreement with the results coming from local governments. But, you know, we do not know. We're expecting results from Lere. It also has a large number of registered voters. Birnin Gwari, again, a large number of registered voters. We do not know if results from this place will be in contention. But until midday tomorrow, before we can say, Promise.
Tonight, Femi, Kaduna State is one of those states where we expect to see a new governor to be elected to pilot the affairs of the state for the next 4 years. What's the feeling like amongst the electorate? What's the build-up like to all of this?
Well, the people are excited. You know, the incumbent governor, Nasir El-Rufai, will be completing his 8th year, was completing his 2nd term on the 29th of May, and indeed is expected to hand over to the winner of this particular governorship election. But you know, everyone thought that they would be excited to come out to vote. Yes, indeed, they're excited to know who would lead the state to the next democratic dispensation. But they did not really turn out to vote. If you look at what is being announced here, if you look at local government by local government, the number of registered voters, and if you compare it with the number of accredited voters, in most cases, less than 50% of the number of registered voters get accredited to vote. And this is becoming a big concern for people here in Kaduna State. Shows that the people were not, who did not really participate in the process. A lot of them were not interested. You know, the turnout at the presidential election was even more, was even higher than what we have witnessed in the governorship and the state houses of assembly election here in Kaduna State. So that's a bit of a concern for stakeholders who are closely monitoring the process. And at the end of the day, it would also mean that, well, the way some people are saying is that the minority are the ones who are now voting or electing who becomes the governor of Kaduna State, because, well, the participation has been quite low on the part of registered voters.
All right, Femi Akande live for us from Kaduna this time. Thank you so much for talking to us, Femi.